We're going to put a bow on this contract discussion. Eric Bischoff stated on 83 Weeks, his podcast, that he did state some of the numbers here. He appeared, he would appear on 4 pay-per-views for $400,000 a piece. $400,000 a piece for 4 pay-per-views. Okay. So start to getting your calculator out. And he would participate in his merchandise revenue and pay-per-view revenue. So while the number is not 600,000 per event in 94, buddy, this is huge money for a pro wrestler. 400 grand a piece for 4 pay-per-views, plus merch revenue, plus pay-per-view revenue. Not a bad deal at the end of the day for Hulk.
Well, I'm interested. Do you have the numbers on the merch deal?
No, that's just overall, but I don't have that breakdown.
Because, buddy, that can catch you up quick.
Can you imagine? It's fair to say that until Austin hit it big a few years later, Hulk was probably the highest paid wrestler in the history of the business. Up until
yeah, of course.
No doubt about it.
They started with the merch when there was no merch.
Yeah.
Ice creams, lunch boxes.
Did you ever end up on an ice cream bar that one year in WWF?
I don't know that I ever had one.
Yeah.
Ain't that something else I missed out on?
Man, as much as you enjoy a good meal too, they couldn't get you on an ice cream bar.
Oh, I'd have loved to have one.
I know, right? Oh.
Yeah.
We got a few fan questions as we wrap up the Hulk Hogan signing. Jason Taylor, he has an awesome question for you concerning Hulk in this time period. He says 1993 and most of 1994 was my favorite time in WCW. I enjoyed 97 a lot, but it wasn't as good as the 93-94 period before WCW became, I love this word, WWF Light. Before Hogan arrived, what was Arn's opinion of Hulk coming in? Did he have any idea that the landscape would completely change and the type of wrestling presented would do a complete 180? Because before Hogan arrived, Jason says, I really thought Dustin Rhodes was going to become a world champion. Did you feel Hogan coming in ended that any shot for Dustin Rhodes?
Well, I just think it tipped the structure of the business and where they were heading. If Dustin was a guy that was very easily built because he was talented. But now you stack that up against, okay, Hulk Hogan's coming in. You had to go, well, wait a minute. I thought they were going youth movement and this, just like Vince was doing, new guys, new champions, and all of a sudden, So, I don't know. I was just kind of laying in the weeds and watching things develop, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is a shame but Bischoff, he's a businessman. He brings in Hogan, he brings in Savage. Those are names that pop ratings. People are familiar with, that are going to change the channel to see what are they doing there. And that's certainly eventually what happened. So you understand that, but to your point, you think about the youth movement that you guys have going on, whether it was with Steve Austin and Dustin Rhodes and some of the guys that you were trying to build, it does kind of halt some of that momentum, to Jason's point.
Well, yeah, and I would imagine, and I'm not sure when did some of Hulk's buddies start trickling in?
Yeah, wasn't too far afterwards, for sure. Brutus.
The Beefcakes, the Nasty Boys and all that. And hey, I got no problem with Hulk looking after his friends. There was plenty of room on the roster for those guys, but it gave your company a different look.
It did. It did put more eyes on it.